Idlib, Syria's last rebel-held bastion, a city of more than 4 million people, mostly in refugee camps that go on for miles. For the last 10 years, the danger has been falling from the sky in the form of airstrikes and barrel bombs. Today, it's added to by an invisible enemy, COVID. The remorseless Russian bombing of Idlib in this last year has ensured that Mazrat is one of the few remaining hospitals. Dr. Saleh Eddin Salas has invited us into his intensive care unit. Father of 5 and one of the only anaesthetists in Idlib, he hasn't spent much time at home recently. Cases of COVID here have surged since July. Instead of war wounds, he's now treating those struggling to breathe.
لسه في عندك ضيقة نفس؟ يعني أخف أكثر زيادة شو وضع؟
The hospital has just 70 beds, 30 of them intensive care, and today, as so often, his ward is full.
الأعداد الحقيقة كبيرة، دائما وأبدا المشفى ممتلئ. العناية المشددة مثل ما لاحظتوا ما فيها ولا سرير فاضي. السرير ممكن يفضل سرير بحالة واحدة فقط، أنه يتخرج مريض من الجناح من العناية المشددة باتجاه الجناح أو لا سمح الله تحدث عنا وفاة.
Even in this last week, the Assad regime has dropped yet more bombs in the southeast of Idlib. For Dr. Saleh, the fear is that if fighting escalates amid the COVID crisis here, his team will simply not be able to treat any more patients.
إذا ظلت الأمور هيك والله ممكن العالم تموت بالبيوتها وما نحسن نستقبلها. يعني نحن هلا ولسه قصف النظام كل يوم بيضرب وكل يوم يعني لا سمح الله صار موجة تهجير جديدة يعني مصيبة على الكادر.
The majority of Dr. Saleh's COVID patients are elderly and are coming in droves. This man, Fadi Al Halabi, has been put on one of the very few ventilators this hospital possesses.
هذا نفس يا خالتي. The
number of COVID cases in Idlib remains unclear. The figures we've obtained say about 20,000 people in this city have been infected, but hospital records at Mazrat show only 228 deaths have been registered as COVID-related. But the hospital fears many more have died elsewhere. Some experts believe most of the population is or has been infected, especially in refugee camps here, where social distancing is impossible and poverty is rife.
هو الفقر أهم شيء الفقر عم يضطر الإنسان بده يشتغل عم يعيش كل يوم بيومه يعني إذا بيقول لك إذا ما اشتغلت وقعدت بالبيت بدي أموت بالجوع ما متت بالكورونا راح أموت بالجوع هيك عم يصير يعني للأسف.
The Syrian currency has been in free fall since last year. Today a loaf of bread in Idlib is considered a luxury. It's no surprise that soap and face masks are at the bottom of people's shopping lists. Yet for families across Idlib, the reality of COVID remains devastating. Sadly, Fadi Al Halabi, the old man we saw struggling to breathe in the hospital, has died. His wife and grandson watch the preparation for his burial. In Idlib's Halfah Cemetery, victims of COVID are buried next to the victims of war. Like so many funerals around the world, today mourners are masked and hugs are sparse as families grieve for their loved ones.